Alright guys, we're back, and, well, I kind of just entered the Pokemon lab. It's, like, we're in New Barktown, just got the mystery egg from Professor Pokemon, or Mr. Pokemon. I think I called him Professor Pokemon last walkthrough video. But we get in, and there's a policeman who's like, "Who are you? We're investigating the case of the missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1, whoever did it will come back to the site." So you must be the one who did it. So obviously Professor Elm doesn't say anything, and this is like, yeah, he must have done it. But, no, Lyra comes in and is like, "Hold on. He has nothing to do with this." So, Lyra saves us. I mean, if it weren't for her, we would be put into the jail, and we wouldn't be able to become the champion and save the world. So, we reveal his name, because we got his trainer card out here, which, you know, we actually didn't, but whatever. And since he's such a redhead, I'm gonna name him Redhead. I was gonna name him Ginger, but I decided not to. I hope there's enough room. Oh, there'll be just enough room. Yeah, Redhead, that's his name. Because you never really know his name. I think his actual name is like Silver, but that's such a stupid, weird name. Redhead. There we go. I see. So Redhead was his name. I just said it was Redhead, so of course it's Redhead. Thanks for helping my investigation. My next assignment is to search for this red-haired individual. He's called Redhead, and he has red hair. I will search for this red-haired individual. Anyway, Jenkins and Blood, you understand you are innocent. So of course I understand I'm innocent. Whatever. Professor Elm, why didn't you help me back there? But there's only one Pokemon left, and that's Totodile in this case. It could be either of the 3, depending on what you chose. Anyway, we give him the egg, because that's what we have to do, pretty much. Just give him the egg, and then we won't have to care about that anymore. It's just a Pokemon, why do we need it? And he talks about the gym leaders, and how to beat the game, pretty much. He just talks about beating all 8 gym leaders, you can become the champion. And he says you should start at Vitality, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, he lets us go. And let's see what this guy has to say for himself. There was a loud noise outside when we went to look. Someone stole a Pokemon inside. Stole a Pokemon. And yeah, we'll talk about that guy later. Anyway, classic New Barktown music. Should we go talk to her mom? You can. You're gonna have to talk to her at some point, but we're not gonna do that now. And there's Lyra. Like, we can't leave just yet. There's more stuff to do before we can actually start this RPG, like, on our own without other people interrupting us. And she'll teach us how to she'll teach us how to catch a Pokemon. She's just jumping up and down. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what Pokemon she's battling. I mean, you can see her Meryl, but you can't see the other Pokemon. Was I too fast? Oh, man. I'm not sure if they just wrote that on purpose. Anyway. So she's going to show us up close and personal. This is a Rattata. I don't think we've actually seen one yet. I haven't encountered one, which is pretty odd because it's like 50% chance to encounter it or something. Pretty much what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to weaken it with moves. Like tackle, scratch, I don't know. And then, if you can give it a status. Like paralyze, poison. Actually, I wouldn't advise using poison because that deals damage every turn. Let's talk about that later. You're just going to want to weaken it down as much as possible, then use a Pokeball. That's what Lyra's doing. It's not really weakened very much right now, but it's only level 2, so you could probably catch it with a Pokeball without weakening it at all. So, there we go. She just caught the Rattata. I'm not sure if you see that. There's lots of lines going across the DS. Anyway, see, just like that. It's better to have, yeah, she'll explain pretty much what I just did. And she'll give us 5 Pokeballs, so that's good. And I'm actually going to be catching a Pokemon. 2, actually. So I'll have half my team by the end of the video. But you guys aren't going to know who they are yet. Unless this is a Pokemon. And it is. This is not my Pokemon. No, I'm not going to use the Sentret. It's not the greatest Pokemon. It's just normal type. It can learn lots of moves, though. Lots of really cool moves like Surf and Fire Blast and stuff like that, but I'm not going to use it. So let's keep on moving. And yeah, don't go over there. There's nothing over there. Just more grass to run in Pokemon with. I guess it's not so bad because I'm looking for Pokemon. Another Sentret, level 2. And if you want to catch a Pokemon, I would advise catching the level 2. You could probably just catch level 3 or 4 even. Because then it pretty much does training for you. I'm actually just going to run in here just to find Pokemon. Here we are, a Pidgey. This is going to be my Pokemon. But this one's level 2. I'm going to run away. And I'll meet you guys when I catch it. Alright. I finally found it. It actually took me like 10 minutes to find. But I got a level 4 Pidgey. This is the highest level you can find them. So advise doing this. Might take a bit longer. Now Pidgey's a flying type, normal flying. So it will be weak to rock, electric, ice. Am I missing anything? I'm not sure, but it resists grass and a bunch of other stuff. I can't really think of them on top of my head. But, so if I use Razor Leaf, that's not going to be very good. The next Gym it's bird type, or flying type, sorry. So, using only Dino Dave won't be very good, because all the moves are going to be super effective, which will deal double damage. That's not very good. And I almost used Tackle. But then, since it's weakened enough, we can just use a Pokeball. We have 5 from Lyra, so you don't have to buy any. So that's nice and convenient. And so what's going to happen, it's going to shake 3 times, and then these little stars are going to appear. And yeah, it's not too hard to catch Pokemon and all that at this point of the game. Oh, what should I name it? I'm going to name it what I always name a Pidgey whenever I get it. It's the tiny bird Pokemon, normal flying. Yes, I will nickname it. Seems kind of odd to nickname one Pokemon, but not the rest. And this is kind of not a lame nickname, but it's not very original. Oh, it looks weird. I'm gonna put a space there. That looks kind of weird too. I'm gonna put a dash. Sorry, one sec. I just want this nickname to look wicked. You can put weird stuff in nicknames. You can put like the gender signs. And I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff you can do. And I named it Hawkeye. Yeah, you couldn't see that, but let's just check them out. Both my Pokemon are pretty weak, but I have like 10 potions, so that doesn't matter. Potions heal 20%. Or 20%, 20 hit points. Anyway, he's somewhat vain, tangled feet, so it's decent. I mean, it rises evasion if Pokemon's confused. Confusion can be very annoying. So his attack stats are all under 10. Dino Daves are all over 10, but Dino Dave is a starter and is 3 levels higher. So he only knows Tackle at this point. It is level 4, so I shouldn't expect much from him. But I will be catching a second Pokemon. Yep, I catch a lot of Pokemon at the beginning of the game. That's kind of what I do. At least in HeartGold, SoulSilver, there's so many good opportunities for Pokemon. I'm just healing up my Pokemon right here. You can't really see that. But that's what I'm doing. So level 4 Hawkeye and level 7 Dino Dave. And then you can see him behind me. Let's talk to him. Probably. Oh, he's happy. Huh, that's good. Alright. So we're going to go up here to catch our next Pokemon. And for those of you who have played through this, probably know that you can only find Sparrows and Golems, or Geodudes in here. So let's see which one I'm going to use. Probably not a Sparrow, I only have a flying type. It's Geodude, that's right. This one's level 2. And Geodude's defense, I'm not going to cut through these out because I have something to say, but Geodude's defense stat is amazing. His special, a lot of people say he's bad because his special defense sucks. A lot of people were saying, yeah, sheer Sparrow. If you're gonna get a Sparrow, I'd advise you wait, because there's a point in the game where you can get a very high leveled one. Well, not very high, but pretty high leveled. Yeah. So his Geodude's special defense, or Golems when he's fully evolved, is actually higher than Pharaoh's. So if you're saying like Golems is the worst special defense in the game, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, I'm probably gonna cut these out unless this one's what I want. No, so I'm gonna cut it out. Alright, this Geodude's level 3, but that's good enough for me. His defense is very good, so I'm gonna use Tackle, and you're gonna see how little it does. Yeah, it deals hardly anything. And when I use Defense Curl, that's gonna raise his defense, so that makes a very good component to Geodude even better. So, and my attacks aren't very effective. Yeah, he resists normal type moves. Now, you might be wondering, why aren't I going to Chikorita to just dominate this thing? Well, he's level 3, and I'd knock it out with one hit with Razor Leaf, since it's 4 times weak. Since it's ground and rock, so it's 4 times weak to grass and 4 times weak to water. So, yeah, rocks have some pretty bad weaknesses, or, you know, highly exposed weaknesses, and I'd say they're very underrated, or at least the Geodude evolution line is, simply because whenever they go against them, like you or me go against them, we just go to our water or grass type, because every team has at least a water type, and we just dominate it. But when you actually have one on your team, you're not going to send them out against water or grass. And when they're actually faring against, you know, other Pokemon that match up pretty well with them, you know, it's, they're pretty great. Brock is actually super effective against flying, so he's going to be good against Falconwrath. What am I talking about? Falconer. Falconwrath. I was thinking about another game there. I was thinking about a card game. Anyway, Geodude in the Pokedex. We have half of our team already, and we haven't even gotten to the first gym. And yes, of course, I'm going to give him a nickname. 1 sec. I'm just going to think about this for a sec. Alright, I named him Rock and Roll because, well, he's a rock and he's a ball when he's fully evolved. Well, he's a ball right now. But he's a rock and he's a ball. So he's a Rock and Roll. I'm not sure if you can see that. Just focus a bit. Rock and Roll, level 3. Likes to run. I wouldn't see how it could run. I mean, it doesn't have any legs. But it knows Tackle and Defense Curl. His defense is 12 right now. Doesn't seem like very good. I mean, Dino Dave's is already higher. Dino Dave is a good defensive Pokemon as well. And Rock and Roll is only level 3. No ribbons, of course. I think that's going to wrap up this episode. So I will see you guys next time.